Hey everybody, how are you guys? I hope you are all happy and well. I am hopping on because I really want to once again stress the importance of your insulin and your cortisol, especially for us women. These two hormones are so super powerful and they actually have a ripple effect over the rest of your hormones. So you really need to dial in those two hormones in order to start the balance of all your other hormones. I know they're not the sexy ones. You know, we all refer to our hormones as ladies as our estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, but those two, your insulin and your cortisol, your two fat storing hormones, are like the big players in starting the process of balancing out your hormones and starting to feel better. You know, so often we just know something is not right. We know we don't feel good, but we cannot figure out what it is. So I would say dial in your stress, your cortisol, right? That is your like survival hormone. And if you are constantly in that chronic state of stress, guys, I'm not kidding you, I'm dealing with it myself, then you are going to have insulin is going to be raised. And then you're dealing with the two fat storing hormones that are out of whack, right? Then if your insulin is constantly always raised and your body can't utilize it, you're going to store that into your fat cells. And so there is your problem right there. You're stressed out, right? You don't know what to do. You can't figure out how to diminish your stress or mitigate your stress response in a way that is not going to hinder your overall health. Having stress at certain times is important, right? We need that. That's normal. Our body will go into the fight or flight, and it surges that insulin out so that it can protect us, give us that boost of energy in order to outrun the tiger. But when we are always stressed and we have so much stress all the time, our body is always at that point where it's constantly giving you that insulin, and that can create insulin resistance in your body. And that is where you're going to gain weight, and you are not going to, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are doing all of the other things right. If you are constantly giving your body way too much insulin because you're stressed, you are going to gain weight. You are going to have that as a problem. And a lot of times we think, okay, I've gained this weight. I need to over exercise. I need to like start running, and I need to constantly be doing that. That can actually raise your cortisol up too. So, I mean, it is a really complex situation, but you really need to dial in the stress, dial that first, and then, work on your blood sugar stability. I got that out there, because these two things are massive. And when you can start getting those balanced out properly, then you can start looking at the other hormones in your body that are big players, like your estrogen, your progesterone. And a lot of ladies, perimenopause, menopause, we're dealing with all this and we can't figure out why we aren't seeing results. It's because we need to start at the basics, right? So start dialing in your nutrition, seeing what things cause you to, first of all, have more cravings, and then your blood sugar is going to be doing this. We want to have that balanced out. And I am blown away with the CGM results that I'm getting. Even when I think I'm eating really well balanced meals and I'm making sure I'm getting my protein, fiber, and fat, sometimes if I'm dealing with something in my head and I'm feeling anxious, and my stress is up, then my blood sugars are up and I cannot for the life of me get them back down. So it's mind blowing to me. Until you see the data, you don't really correlate how that cortisol and that stress you're feeling is affecting your body, right? So your blood sugar is really important to have stabilized and have something that you really need to work on. So, starting with your nutrition, making sure you're eating enough fiber, protein, and fat at every single meal is going to start that process. And remember, when you're always eating, then you're always spiking your insulin because your body is always going to be burning the sugar and it's never going to get a chance to burn the fat. So this is all stuff we're going to be talking about in my Naturally Balanced Hormone program that actually, the early bird ends on Wednesday. So if you're at all interested and you've been sitting on the fence and you're not sure, grab your seat by Wednesday so that you can also get into my fall detox for free. So very important. The Naturally Balanced is going to be a 12-week program, and we're going to really be diving into this so that we can figure out what's happening for you. And it really starts with knowledge. That's the first thing. Really stopping and just feeling and taking in and understanding what is going on for you in the moment is going to be a massive thing, because there is so much, I guess I want to say literature or information, that's a good word, out there, and it can get overwhelming, right? And we just think like we're going to try this diet, and we're going to try that diet, and we're going to exercise this way, and we're going to do these things. And a lot of times that's hindering us. That's not helping us. So it's so important that you stop, you breathe, you think about how you are feeling and what is going on, and start being a detective in your own body. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at the root of imbalances, and we're going to start diving in and figuring out what it is that you're dealing with in your life, because we're all different. So that we can get you feeling amazing again. You know, if it's just for weight and you're trying to lose that, we need to figure out what that root cause is, so that you can start seeing results there, and stop, you know, trying a million different things and then giving up because it gets overwhelming. That's what this is about. So I'd love to see you inside my program. Make sure you check out the link. I'll put it in the comments here, and go and read about it. Have any questions? Let's hop on a call. But the early bird does end on Wednesday, and it is really friggin' amazing price for what we're going to be doing. So I hope to see you there. I hope everybody's happy, safe, and well, and we will get chatting with you all soon, okay? Bye, guys.